ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. In today's episode, the goal is to definitely launch Sahara. I've read through the comments of the last video, and yeah, you guys have suggested a lot of good things that we can sell. There was also quite a few comments about the fact that this doesn't fit the medieval style of this Hermitville sort of Newlands build. And I just wanted to say, like, we don't have a medieval style theme going on here. That's, I don't know where you guys got that from. The goal we decided before we started here was that it was good to have no theme at all. And what I've tried to do is follow sort of the style of these small houses, but in a modern take, I guess. That's why we have the spruce in there. That's why we have the stone and cobblestone. And since last episode, I also went ahead and I added a lot of detail, as you can see on the bottom of this thing. And I think it looks absolutely awesome as it is right now. The very first thing I want to do though is not stock the shop. I want to upgrade Sahara Street a little bit because as you can see, I mean, let's be honest, it's a giant mess. And in general, I'm not a big fan of the path block. I gotta say, like, I think this block is good, but in the taiga biome, it looks a bit weird to me. I don't know. I want to try and do maybe a rocky path here, and one of my absolute favorite things to do in Minecraft is to create like pathways. And I don't think I've done it a single time this season, so it's probably a good little mini project to start. And with the new textures, I mean, we've had these on Hermitcraft for quite a while, but the gravel and the andesite just look so good together. So I definitely want to mix it up with some regular stone as well, and maybe even have some mossy stone to match the grass tint from the side. Not entirely sure, but I don't want it to be super straight, I don't think. I want it to be a little bit windy or a little bit overgrown in places, but just run like a proper pathway all the way down Sahara Street. This is the weirdest thing ever. Ice Queen comes and the house freezes over. I love it. Now, I think that did a lot to this place, actually. I mean, it looks a lot better with this pathway running down the Sahara Street. And this is undecorated. Like, this is obviously undecorated. I forgot a little bit how much I love just making pathways. Honestly, if I would do one thing and nothing else in Minecraft, I'd probably not play Minecraft, but I'd probably choose pathways. And I love the sound effect as well that it makes because of the difference, like stone and stuff. And I got to use the new slabs, which, yeah, it feels really good. Now we're about to write some history here, dudes, because I am about to craft my first ever lanterns, and that is how I do it. I didn't actually know, I had to look up the recipe. And with a few decorations and lanterns and expansion to the road a little bit to the side here, I am super happy with this. This is exactly what I was kind of envisioning. Actually, it's better than what I was envisioning. I also started to add a pathway up here, and I've been doing this little trick just to get the light on the road. And I think it adds a little bit to it to have a little bit of different height variation. I guess someone like Scar would probably do that, and that would look even a little bit better. This pathway here is to connect up the church or whatever it is that Exuma has built there to the main church pathway so that you can walk around. And yeah, pathways add so much to any area. But anyway, I think we've spent enough time on the decorative side of today's episode, so I want to move on to stocking Sahara. There was so many good suggestions in the comments of the last video, so thank you ever so much for that. It also leaves me with a lot of work. I'm basically gonna have to run back and forth quite a bit to get all the different materials and all the different stuff that we are going to need for this. You know what I should do as well? I should probably install some more storage spaces here. My little house here is absolutely garbage when it comes to storage. It's a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I hate having an organization, but it will have to do for now. A lot of you guys in the comments as well suggested a name for this place to be Sahara Express, and I gotta say, I think it's a really good name. I think it fits the theme a lot. The first item on the list to sell at Sahara Express is going to be glass, And luckily, we have quite a bit of glass here in the Sahara storage room. And I think we're going to charge 2 diamonds a stack of glass in the new lands. Now remember, the idea is to ease the other hermits and not having to go back, etc., to the mainlands. And so we're going to be selling things a little bit more expensively. Stone is another good one that I definitely think we should sell. We could sell these at like 1 diamond for 4 stacks or something like that. Because again, building blocks doesn't like exist in the new place. So yeah, if they don't want to have to go back, they can always purchase it. The way I see it, Concorp is not here. Woodlogs shops ain't here. No other shop exists in the Hermit new lands. So we can be pretty rough on the prices. I've done the following. Sand, 2 diamonds per stack. Grass blocks, 1 diamond per 5 stacks. Wood logs, 2 diamonds per stack, so that's double. We gotta invest in wood logs from Rendog's shop, which is what I've done. And hoping to make double the amount back. Stone, 1 diamond per 4 stacks. Glass, 2 diamonds per stack. Shulker boxes, 10 diamonds per each. I think they sell at 6 or 8 diamonds in the Hermit land, so that's a fair price for out here. Glowstone, 3 diamonds per stack, which I don't even think glowstone is being sold at the moment. But at Sahara, you would get that cheaper. Possibly like 2 diamonds per stack because of Mumbo's witch farm. So yeah, I honestly I think this is pretty fair. These prices are pretty fair. Iron ingots, 1 diamond per stack. I don't even think that's very expensive considering we don't have iron farms anymore. Luckily, I stocked up. I stocked up before the update, so we should have iron for quite a while. I think the absolute most popular thing that we could sell in the new lands is probably going to be rockets and food. And I think we should have that downstairs because I want it to be something that you see immediately when you get in. I mean, no offense. No offense, Mr. Stash. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This guy just walks in, chilling, having a good time. Oh, that was so close. That's good. Sand? Although that's not what you say, is it? that's really good. More sales upstairs. Is that one word? I don't actually know. Also need to provide a very visible ender chest so that people can get their stuff. And I hate that placement. That's a lot better. Hey Mumbo, I got a Sahara task for you. Oh really? We are in need of rockets. For sales, obvious. Can you craft up a ton? That's funny. He responded a ton of before he read my message. We think alike, you and I, Mr. Stash. Apparently, as I'm heading out to Mumbo, he is actually looking through the telescope. He is actually looking through the telescope. What is going on here? Why are there so many animals here? What the heck, man? That must be something in 1.14 because there was never any animals spawning here previously. That's crazy. Speaking about crazy, by the way, I was going to talk about something else, but look at these things that Scar, I believe Scar is working on. It's incredible. This is a station for the HRN network. These rockets, oh my goodness, they are beautiful. As I was flying over to Mumbo's base, he discovered that someone, Grian, has taken every single paper from his paper stock and his farm hasn't been running. So while he has a lot of gunpowder, he doesn't have any paper and I'm not sure if he's come up with a solution yet. Did you manage to acquire any paper? I'm at your base. Yeah, look, there are loads of animals here as well. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just weird. It's not something I've seen on the Hermitcraft server for a very long time. It's always hard to find animals. Mumbo is not responding. Mumbo is not responding. Is Mumbo AFK? This is the weirdest thing. He moved 1 step. Oh, hi! I feel like I'm disturbing him in something. They're in store now. He's already delivered them in the outpost. That's crazy. This is great. He supplied the rockets at the shop, and I spent some more diamonds on buying golden carrots. So now I trade, or the golden eye, Impulse's shop does not have any golden carrots, which actually works out in our favor in this regards. So we'll do something like that. Very, very nice. I think everything is pretty much done. I did realize one bad thing though. Yeah, that ender chest gotta move, doesn't it? That's better. That's better. With all of these things now done, it's actually taken me most of my day today. I think I've spent 5 hours on just stocking this, running back and forth, getting the materials, etc., coming up where to put it. I'm really hoping that the other hermits will find joy in Sahara Express and that we will, well, at least make my diamonds back that I just invested into this, because I'm very broke. I'm very broke. I have a little bit of diamonds that I had from selling slime blocks. We are 24 diamonds, but yeah, that's not the best. I think it's time to move on to something else for today. And when I think about this place, one thing that is a little bit bothersome is the fact that we have no XP grinder nearby. Oh my goodness, is there... Yeah, there's a patrol there. Okay, let's not bother them. They seem to be having a good time. I don't want to start a raid right now. Yeah, there's no XP grinder nearby, and that is a little bit of an issue. Now, there are two different options we could take here, or I mean several different options, but we could either make an XP grinder through mob spawners, or we could make an XP farm through furnaces and using the zero tick bamboo trick as infinite fuel and burning cactuses like we do in the lab. But I had another idea that I kind of want to explore first. Let's grab a little bit of blocks. I got some scaffolding. We're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. And this may be one of those things that is very dumb, but may work out. So I want to explore it. I want to find a stronghold nearby. Now for this, I actually created a creative copy of this world, and I teleported to the village, or how it used to be in the default seed, and then I used the locate command to find the closest stronghold. And usually I would probably use ender pearls or the eye of the ender to find it, but I wasn't sure if it would generate correctly because this is a 113 generated world. So I wanted to see if this is actually a stronghold, and it's supposedly 2,000 blocks away from the village, the closest one. And I really hope that there is a stronghold nearby, because I'm gonna need XP. Supposedly there should be a stronghold somewhere around this general area. Oh, it's in a birch forest. It's in a birch forest. Are the strongholds always in birch forest? I'm not sure, but it feels like it. It's supposed to be somewhat right here. I think it's time to dig straight down. Oh, well, there's a mine shaft here. And this actually looks to be a stronghold as well, intertwined. Interesting. This is exciting. This structure here is definitely not part of a mine shaft, right? This is part of a stronghold, I think. And I mean, yeah, the bricks, that's definitely... What the... That's a weird chest loot. Is that how they've always been? I haven't been exploring on the Hermitcraft server in so long, so it's kind of like... It's a little bit exciting, I'm not gonna lie. Got an empty map and an aquamarine gem there as well. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a stronghold though. Oh. Did they make creepers greener? Oh, for goodness sake. Of course there's a skeleton there. Ah, got him. This place is absolutely massive, and I still haven't found the end portal thing. And it's a little bit weird because it's generated... like, look at this, for example. It's like 2 of Minecraft's generations is generated on top of each other, which is a little bit hilarious. That may also mean, if we're very unlucky, that there is no end portal. Oh, I think I see it. Yep. Nice. Okay, so there is an end portal, and it's not touched, so this is, as I thought, I'm the first person here. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that I need to bring blaze rods or blaze powder. Dang it. Oh, look at this. This is generated so far down. Oh, no, not quite. This bedrock is going to be super flattish here because, yeah, this has forced the bedrock to not generate. I don't think I've seen this before. So I managed to make my way back to Hermitville, and I don't have any blaze powder here either, but I should be try and be smart about this. You see, my plan is if we can have an easy route to the end from here, then the XP grinder can be the Enderman farm, and that would work pretty well. And you would also teleport back to wherever your spawn is, so you could go from Hermitville to the mainlands very quickly if you have your spawn set in the mainlands, for example, or vice versa. I'm now also very curious to see where my wither skeleton farm is in relation to Hermitville. And I reckon it's pretty close. It should be pretty close to this general area here, come to think about it. Or by pretty close, I mean like probably hundreds of blocks away, but maybe not super far away. But one step at a time. Let's see if we can build a nether portal so we can see how feasible it would be to use the nether to access that new area, or the stronghold. It should be this direction. I think I found the place for where I should link a nether portal up to get to that birch forest, and it should be right here, which is not very far. Like, this feels super feasible to make a super quick boat road tunnel. So if I fly over this way and fly here and then over this big lava gap, which I guess is going to be a little bit tricky, there's Hermitville right there. Yeah, I mean, that literally takes a few seconds with an elytra to fly. I've made my way over to Mumbo's blaze farm, and I think this thing is in the need of some repairs because, yeah, this thing is just on fire. I did get myself 6 blaze rods though. It seems like they track me when I'm standing here, and that gotta be a change in 1.14. I may have to send him some messages or something if he's still using this thing, because yeah, whatever it is, this design does not seem to work anymore. If I were to change these blocks out for half slabs on the bottom half, then that may fix this issue. They shouldn't be able to track through glass, but clearly it looks like they can. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. No. Ugh. Oh my goodness, that was close. Okay, I may not take this under my responsibility to fix, to be honest. I'm just gonna send him a message instead, but this is the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so with some blaze rods, let's head back to the birch forest and see if we can light that portal. I do have some ender pearls, so I should be good. And the portal takes me to the birch forest. That's good. And there's my tower of scaffolding so that I would find my way. I can break these now because I have a portal. And I would think that if I break this portal, I should be able to make a new one underground that should link up, even though the Y values are very different, because the Y values aren't as important as the Z and X. Let's see if this portal links up with the other one. It works this way. Beautiful. And it works the other way. Nice. With that, we should be good to turn these into those things and do these things. And nice. We got an end portal. And if you didn't know, there's only one end, so it doesn't matter what end portal you enter from. So we get to our hermit end, and then the Enderman farm that I made is over here, and this is always a little bit scary to fly down to, but hopefully this thing works. I know that in 1.14 flat these things were super buggy, but this should be fine. Ooh, okay, they did hit me a little bit differently. This definitely works good as a mending farm though. I mean, this is probably much better and quicker than to make a grinder at the Hermitville. There's also something bugged out with the noises of Enderman dying. It's super loud. I'm gonna have to lower that in edit. And then when I'm done, I should be able to very simply just fly through the portal and land back in Hermitville. In theory. That's how it should be. Yes, and I'm back here. I think that's a pretty interesting way of having the new lands get an XP farm. Link the nether portal up properly, and I mean, the trip there is super quick. So I made my way back on top of the surface of this stupid birch forest because I got a little bit excited. I got a little bit excited over the idea of the end portal far distance teleportation, and the idea of possibly having your main sort of base in a stronghold is quite exciting. It can open up quite a few little tricky mechanics, or at least you would have very easy access to the end, and with all the stuff that comes with it. So, you know, Enderman farm and Endstone, which is ugly, but you get the idea. You can probably do quite a few things that's pretty cool with it. I'm actually seriously considering right now if I want to build a brand new Mega 114 base on this or in this world, because I mean, that would be quite a fun project. The only problem is that this is a birch forest, and even if I take down all the birch wood, this grass is not the most beautiful, and the grass in my current base is terrible, which is why I can't build with nature blocks and stuff like that. It would be very interesting to see what your guys' opinion about that is. Should we take on the mega project of starting a brand new 114 base out in the new terrain that we base in this general area here? Of course, I mean, it would take a lot of terraforming and a lot of work to make this place look decent, and would come up with a new base design and all those things. But we would have the cool mechanic of having the end very nearby, which, yeah, I mean, that's quite exciting. Anyway, you guys will have to let me know what you think down below in the comments, but that's gonna do it for today. We are now officially open for business. Sahara Express opened before Sahara, which is a little bit weird, but I'm hoping that we make a lot of diamonds out of it. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're brand new, consider subscribing, and I will see you dudes in the next episode. I'm gonna throw this andesite into the end. Yeah, there we go.